Talking about Rodman's old team, the Bulls, you had an interesting exchange with Kevin Garnett of the T-Wolves, and he explained to you why, even as a Chicago native, he didn't have much interest in ever playing for the Bulls. Let's roll that and take a look.
Did you want to play in Chicago?
No, I didn't. Seeing the stuff. No, well, seeing the stuff that Scotty, goes through, he's probably, what, the #2 player in the league or #3 player behind, I think Jordan and Hakeem and, Shaq or whatever. So, seeing the stuff that, they was going through and...
You mean the way that they're treated?
Well, the way they're treated, I really think they're, I mean, come on, Mr. Fessy, they're very, very high-profile players, and I feel like they get, mistreated sometimes. But, I'm not there. I don't know what goes on. So just being an outsider looking in, it doesn't look right.
Well, that's one man's opinion. Pete, how significant is that opinion around the league? The Bulls are getting under the salary cap, hoping to retool for next year and beyond. Is this a bad rep that's out there that's going to hurt them?
Well, real or imagined, there's certainly a perception around the league that management, particularly GM Jerry Krause, has disrespected his superstars. So, Bob, no matter how much money they have under the cap, it's going to be much more difficult than Krause thinks to attract talent. He thought he was going to get Garnett. Garnett re-signed with the Timberwolves. He thought he might have a chance to get Antoine Walker next year. He's re-signed with the Celtics. He thought he could get Antonio McDyess. McDyess, I'm told, did not want the responsibility of carrying this franchise. It's not that easy to walk in the shadow of Michael Jordan.
All right, Pete, thanks a lot. Good stuff as always. Let's turn to Zeke and Doug. Got a reaction to this?
Well, Bob, I think what the Chicago Bulls are trying to do, I think that they're trying to be able to help themselves by being able to trade a Scottie Pippen and sign him so they get something back in return. At the same time, he's allowed to make maybe $20 more million with Houston than he could if he just signed with them without the sign and trade. So they did that with he and Steve Kerr and Luke Longley. Maybe a little message that, maybe it may be a little late, but we are trying to take care of our guys as we're rebuilding. I think the toughest thing, I think Pete hit on this, the toughest thing is going to be, it's going to take a very special player to come into Chicago, see those 6 championship flags up there, think of Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, the great players, and said, I'm not only going to make a lot of money, but I'm going to take this franchise and the responsibility to get it back to where it once was. I don't see a whole lot of players who are willing to do that.
Zeke.
I think they're going to have a hard time and a tough time accepting the challenge of stepping into Michael Jordan's shoes. Anytime you come into the United Center, you see the big statue of Jordan flying outside. If I was a player today, I would welcome that challenge, and it surprises me that a lot of the players don't want to accept the challenge to go in and rebuild Chicago. I think it's a wonderful opportunity to anyone who believes that they can carry the torch in the league.
And we'll be back in just a minute.